So as I have already mentioned that you should know about the supernatural elements. Those are used in the poem Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope. So the supernatural machinery of the poem is derived from the Rosicrucian doctrine as formulated by this book. It's a French book, okay? So I'm not going to pronounce the name of this book, but I'm going to play an audio of this of the name, I mean pronunciation, okay, for you.
Comte de Gabalis. Comte de Gabalis.
So this is the pronunciation of this book, Comte de Gabalis, something like that, and it's a French book. And from this book, this doctrine actually derived from. Okay, so according to this theory, there are four basic elements: fire, water, earth, and air. Okay, so when women die, their souls never die, and it transfer into these basic elements. So which type of woman transfer where and how their soul treat after their death, you are going to know from these lines. So I'm going to explain these things to you. You see, in number one, the women who are quarrelsome or ill-tempered, after their death their souls go to fire, and such women become salamanders. So salamanders, it's an animal that we all know, and if you search the word salamanders, you will get a picture of an animal. But the fact is, it's not that type of salamanders they're talking about. It's a mythical lizard like creature said to live in fire or to be able to withstand or tolerate its effect. So this creature can withstand or tolerate the effect of fire. So it's a mythical lizard creature, okay? So when the women die, the women who are quarrelsome or ill-tempered, their their soul transfer into salamanders, okay? In the next one, the women who are polite and gentle, after their death their soul returns to water, and this spirit of water is known as Nymphs, okay? So polite and gentle women transfer, or their soul dissolve into water, and they're called Nymphs. And in the third, those women who are proud, troublemakers, serious minded, their souls go to earth, and they become gnomes. I mean, their souls transform into earth, okay, the spirit of earth. And this type of woman or this type of soul after their death is called gnomes. So after their death they transfer into gnomes. And why? Because they were proud, troublemaker, and serious minded women. Light-hearted coquettes, a woman who flirts. So you means coquette means flirts, who the woman who flirts with boys. This type of women are changed into sylph, or the spirit of air, okay? So in the Rape of the Lock, the spirit of air, or sylph, Alexander talk about so many things about this fact, and this sylph or airy spirit comes again and again in the discussion of this poem. Alexander Pope mentioned in the first canto that beautiful women returned to air after their death, and they become airy spirits. So in the Rape of the Lock, Alexander Pope has mentioned several things and several work of this Ariel, the airy spirit. So Ariel is the head of the airy spirit. He's the head of all the sylphs. So and they are the guardian and protector of Belinda. Ariel wants Belinda in her dream to be aware of man. So I'm going to share an website link with you in the description box. So if you read that link, I think you're going to understand a lot more. There is nothing actually difficult to understand it. So if you just read the website, I mean, if you read it, you are going to understand it easily. So all the best to all of you, and inshallah we'll see you again.